While we all thought that Toy Story 3 would be the final chapter of the beloved Pixar franchise, the award-winning studio had one more trick up its sleeve, and Toy Story 4 is set to bring things to a close on June 21st. There's been a lot of mystery surrounding this new movie, but I recently visited Pixar Studios in Emeryville, California to get the scoop on what Andy's old toys have been up to this time around. What's up, everybody? I'm Charlie Ridgely, and I'm going to break down everything you need to know about Toy Story 4 before it hits theaters next month. So for the most part, Toy Story 4 takes place not long after the events of Toy Story 3. Buzz, Woody, and the rest of the gang are still with Bonnie, who's about to start kindergarten. However, while most of the film takes place at that point in time, it kicks off with a tear-jerking flashback to their time with Andy that finally explains what happened to Bo Peep. Not only does this provide awesome insight to fans of the series about those missing years between Toy Story 2 and 3, but it also establishes the journey Bo Peep has been on since we last saw her. This is super important because you might not know it from the trailers, but Bo is actually one of the main characters of Toy Story 4. Fast forward to the current time, Bonnie is still playing with all of her toys except for Woody, who spends most of his time in the closet, but he still wants to take care of her. Woody sees that Bonnie is alone and scared, so he conjures up some items from the trash along with some glue and puts them in front of Bonnie when she isn't looking. She puts these things together to make Forky, and he instantly becomes her new favorite toy. This is where things get interesting. Bonnie's parents take her on a road trip vacation to celebrate the start of school. While on the trip, Forky leaps out of the back of the RV in an attempted escape, and Woody goes after him. While trying to find their way back later on, Woody and Forky came upon an antique shop with a villainous doll named Gabby Gabby, who was made about the same time as Woody, and ends up taking Forky captive. Not far away from this shop, Woody finds himself in a playground filled with lost toys, run by none other than Bo Peep, who has embraced her life without a kid. Woody enlists her help, along with several other new toys, trying to rescue Forky and get him back to Bonnie. While Woody is learning about the world outside of a kid's room, Buzz sets off to bring him back, and he winds up as a prize at the carnival where he meets Ducky and Bunny. Director Josh Cooley has said that Toy Story 3 was the end of Woody and Andy's story, and that Toy Story 4 is meant to wrap up the tale of Woody and his best pal Buzz. In other words, we're all gonna cry at the end of this movie. Like, a lot. Just giving you fair warning. For more info on Toy Story 4 and the rest of the Pixar franchise, head over to Comicbook.com.